Hello and welcome to Let's Play number 3 of Torneko The Last Hope. I am Ooga Booga 3 from TitanicSloth, and in this episode, we're gonna kick some ass, like every other episode. So, as you might have recalled, last night there was this guy screaming about how he needs to be a blacksmith, or how he's going to become a blacksmith because he can get in the castle basement to get the sacred flame thingy. So, luckily, we were in need of a blacksmith. And because, as you're aware, my store collapsed and this guy's supposed to help. And he says, "Hi, boss. Hate to say this, but we got ourselves a little problem here. I want to repair your storehouse, but the lock is broken. Can't get inside. If there's a blacksmith, it would be no big deal, but I'm not sure if I talked to him yesterday and figured that out, or last episode, not yesterday. But I just talked to him now, so now you know, we need a blacksmith." There was a guy running around saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the best blacksmith in the world." Because that's the only way they know how to advertise their service, is running in front of my house screaming. So, I'm gonna go to the castle, because that's where he said he was gonna be. And going up, going left, going up, and talking to him. Darn it, just as I finally get His Majesty's permission, a monster-infested dungeon. "No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna become the world's greatest blacksmith." "Okay, let's go." Yeah, as you see, it does not work out very well for him. What a shame. What a damn shame. Darn it, I'm far too weak to stand a chance. Well, luckily I, Torneko the Tubby Merchant, are here. Huh? You'll get the sacred flame from me? That's excellent. The sacred flame is on the 7th floor. I am counting on you. Good, excellent. And that is the intro for the 3rd dungeon in the game. Now, I might have seemed a bit rushed at the beginning. That's because I've done this dungeon. This is the 27th time. I've been plagued with calamities such as forgetting to hit the record button, starving to death, being killed, all kinds of terrible things. But this time, I'm gonna win. I didn't upload the previous ones though because whenever you die, you lose half your stuff, or all your stuff and half your money. But in these beginning dungeons, you don't make enough money to, lose a large enough amount to have it matter, and you don't have a storehouse to store your stuff in anyways, so I figured I'd save you 20 minutes. So, this is the castle basement. This is a spooky. I will punch it in its face and kill it. As you can see, I just picked up a staff. I think I might have went over staffs in the first episode, but you've probably forgotten, so I will find another monster to show you what staffs do. And I'm sure most of you already know what staffs do. It's pretty obvious considering they're like wavy stick things. I'll punch this Drakian. Okay, so as you can see, or not see, there we go. Away from me is a Draki. I punch. I can't hit him because he's like a block away from me. So I wave a staff, and he becomes panicked because I waved a panic staff. There's different types of staffs. There's panic staffs, lightning bolt staffs, teleport staffs, staffs that change monsters into other monsters, staffs that, just do all kinds of cool things. So, in this dungeon, it teaches you how to use staves. And as you could probably see, because there's only staves in here, and I'm talking about staves, it's pretty obvious. Or staves. Staves, staves, potato, whatever. Same thing with Torneko. I say Torneko. Some people say Torneko. Sometimes I say Torneko too. I don't know how it's... Actually, I do know how it's pronounced, but I'm not going to attempt to say it because it's Japanese, and I don't want to look like an idiot. So I'm just going to keep punching bats in the face and wandering around in a dungeon. Now, this dungeon, I keep starving to death in it. That's how I die. It's rather dangerous, rather frightening. As you can see, these spookies, they can move twice in a turn. Some monsters have multiple move points in a turn, and so kind of dangerous. Thunder, Wave, as you can see, it does damage. And if you look on the minimap, one cool thing about stabs is I can see I'm parallel to this guy over here. So I can just do a Thunder Staff and kill him. So that's pretty cool if you're in like a big room or something. That way you don't have to, you know, worry about getting hurt. I hardly ever use stabs unless I'm in a pinch, because they're kind of rare in other dungeons. That is the good ones. You'll get like a billion skill X ones, which just disable the special ability of monsters. But that's not very useful, except for certain, like 2 monsters in the game. So we don't use those. We just sell them. And I'll also attempt to refrain from using very many stabs in this episode, other than just to show you what they do, because they sell for a decent amount, and so the more gold I have, the more merrier I shall be. Do. Waving Thunder Staff at giant slugs and going downstairs. I like this game's music quite a bit. That's one reason I haven't muted it. Also because it would be really awkward just kind of talking in silence with no game music. I like how I say that and the music turns off. So, this is a trick bag. I will use a skill X staff on him to show his special ability, and nothing happens. I'll just punch this slime in the face. Trick bags normally rob you, and as I use skill X, he can just ponder about what he would be doing if I hadn't used that staff upon him. And so I just punch him to death and steal his gold sack. Cause what trick bags, I forgot his name there for a second. Trick bags will run up to you, steal your money, and then they'll run away, which is not very nice if you ask me. So, and I also got a couple life herbs. I'm not going to use them because herbs restore 5 hunger. So, and also I'd like to refrain from using them because, you know, they're kind of, they're worth a lot, and so I'm just trying to get a bunch of money so that I won't have to repeat this certain dungeon, the 5th dungeon, no, 6th dungeon in the game. I usually repeat that one quite a bit if I'm short on money, and so I wanted to keep the Let's Plays through that dungeon a minimum, because nobody likes watching an episode of me running a dungeon 20 times. There's a zombie behind me. I saw him. Oh, nope, it's just a demighoul. These monsters split. I will show you because you're my lovely viewers. See? The scumbag split. Huh, maybe that was a bad idea. Whoopah! No worries. I just put sleep on this guy, and then run right here. And then I punch him to death and his clones wander away. Feeling dizzy from hunger. Luckily you start off this dungeon with a bit. Oh, that's right. I am going to use these life herbs. You start at the dungeon with the big bread. I keep forgetting this. I don't know why I keep forgetting this. I've played this game so much, and that was actually the cause of me dying the first time. I starved to death before I realized, wait a minute, I have a big bread in my inventory that will completely refill my hunger. Thunder Staff. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder Staff! Whoopah! And so, quite a bit of monsters in here trying to kill me, which is not very nice. So, I just explode them. I don't think that's proper grammar, but screw grammar. Grammar is for the weak. Ooh, staff. Whoopah! And so, the joys of dungeon crawlers. That's quite a bit of life. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to save them because they sell for a lot. Oh well. Take this, you slimy scum. And a bunch of you might be thinking, I don't think I've mentioned this, but a bunch of you might be thinking, these monsters look rather familiar. That's because this is a spin-off from the Dragon Warrior series. So the graphics do look kind of the same. Well, because they are the same. It's the same exact monsters. It's drawn by the same guy. So all these monsters are from the Dragon Warrior series of games. Up to 4. I don't think there's any monsters in here that were made in the games after 4. Maybe 5. Because this is Torneko from Dragon Warrior 4. So, totally famished. Well, that's unfortunate. I suppose I'll eat a bread. These guys are great for grinding experience. Well, so... what was I gonna say? So many things to say about this game. I think I was talking about the art. There's quite a bit of things that look similar to the Dragon Warrior series of the games, because this character, Torneko, is a character from Dragon Warrior 4. And so, he obviously... Well, no, he doesn't look the same in Dragon Warrior 4. The things were quite different. I will do a Let's Play of that game later. But, just gonna stick with this one for now. And tell you about all the wonderful references and stuff. Punch trick bags, not trip bags. Trip bags isn't a word. Gotta forget that. Can't forget that C and the K. Yeah, sorry if I seem kind of like annoyed, because I am. This is dungeon run, like I think this is 17. So, and each one is about 10 minutes. That's about the average I lasted. So, right around here I usually die. So, not very amused. That was weird. I just scored 2 critical hits on monsters in a row. Lucky, lucky me. Die, you slime-eyed scum. Ooh, a stick. A blowback stick. I will show you what blowback sticks do. Blowback! Yeah, soon. And then, that is how I defeat this dungeon. Oh, the joy, the joy, the joy! Torneko obtained the Sacred Flame. Now, I don't know why he needs that. I guess it would make him be able to forge wonderful steel and stuff, but really, why would they keep it like... Oh, on the 7th floor of the basement, we keep this, like, fire. That's it. No doubt about it. That's the Sacred Flame. Thanks. Let me do something for you in return. Okay. You're saying that your storehouse's lock is broken? Piece of cake. I'll go fix it right away. Good! Then I'm gonna talk to the king. ... Forgive me, I was just thinking. Did you obtain the Sacred Flame? Yes! You never disappoint me. ... Torneko, excuse me, but I wish to be alone. What disappointment. What disappointment indeed. Good work, dear. Oh no, the castle's basement's turned into a magic dungeon? What on earth is going on? And His Majesty, did our king have anything to say to you? No. I see, he's so worried that he doesn't even want to talk about it. Dear, you have to keep that to yourself. It will only make people worry and stuff. I don't know, I accidentally pressed a button, so that skipped. What are you talking about, Papa? Nothing, honey. Oh, that's not fair. I want to know too. It's grown-up talk. Doesn't concern you, you little brat. Oh, grown-ups always say that when they don't want me to know. Paolo, weren't you supposed to tell Papa about Ed? Oh yeah, that's right. Papa, Ed, the carpenter, said he can repair the storehouse now that the lock is fixed. The blacksmith was really fast at doing the repairs. Listen, you two, it's late. You continue this talk when you are in bed. And cue the further screaming of people with problems. Although this one is in the daytime, so it's not as bad. This has to be the most haunted graveyard I've ever visited. There are ghosts everywhere. I'll never get to my mentor's grave the way things are. If only this graveyard weren't so haunted. Yawn. It was quiet last night, so I slept well, but I'm still sleepy. Yawn. Take care, dear. Bye. Ed, boss. Hey, I'm done, boss. Your storehouse is open for business. Thanks, Ed. That's a job well done. Now we'll be able to store items you bring back from dungeons. Whenever you make a return from a dungeon, make sure you keep a record of things you want to keep or sell in your journal. That's the blue book on the counter. Don't get it mixed up with other books. Oh, Paulo, isn't you who gets books mixed up. Oh, darn. Giggle. I hate to break up your quality family time, but... Yes? Well, actually, I haven't really finished with the storehouse. It's like a tornado tore through the storehouse. It's a huge mess in there. I managed to clean it up enough so you can store 20 items in it, but... So you're saying you need more time? Yes, and... It's not just time I need more supplies! And money! Yeah, so... May I have a word with you? Whisper, whisper. Grown-up talk again. Ed, how does this sound? Every time we save up 1,000 gold, my husband will pay you. With that money, you can buy the supplies you need. You can repair the storehouse in steps. Sure thing, that's what we'll do. It's not like I could do everything in one shot anyways. Oh, grown-up talk is boring. If you need to use the storehouse, check over here. This dialogue lasts forever. Would you like to know how to use the storehouse? No! I hope the storehouse gets repaired soon. I'll do my best to sell the items you get. I'll show you children how to use the storehouse. Store to store items in the storehouse. Withdraw to withdraw items for the storehouse. Check inventory to check items in the storehouse. Sell inventory to sell items in the storehouse. Sell items to sell items in your inventory. Check items to check items in your inventory. Save and continue, save and end. Yeah. The tutorial she gives takes like 20 minutes, so I will not do that. Well, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. This is Ooga Booga 3 from TitanicSloth, and this was episode 3 of my Torneko Let's Play. In the next episode, we're gonna figure out what that crazy lady was yelling about in the graveyard. So, as always, comment, rate, subscribe if you know what's best for you. I'll catch you in the next episode.